Hey guys, today I'm sharing with you what's in the bag. Stay tuned. Hey guys, Helen Hart-Smith here from the Heart of the Witch's Path YouTube channel. I hope you're having a good day. I'm having a very lovely day. Thank you so very much. I want to share with you a couple of things before we get started. The first one is this gorgeous little mug. Oh, a nice mug from one of my favorite nieces out there. You know who you are. Nice little water that we can have while we discuss what's in the bag today. And I also wanted to share with you someone who's joining us. I don't know if this is going to be his permanent home. However, he's so stinking cute that I wanted to share him with you guys. And that is, oh, let me find my figure. That is this little guy right here. Let me bring him in just for a little close-up. So this is the action figure. This is the McFarlane figure for... This is Paul Atreides from the new Dune film that I'm obsessively, can't wait to watch. And he is played by Timothée Chalamet, who is an actor that I love. He's a young man, but he's done a lot in his short career, including a little film called Call Me By Your Name. So good. So if you're looking for some fall viewing for 2021, Dune will be out in theaters October 22nd. Oh, I'm so excited. But that's not what we're here for. We're here because I have a little haul to share with you guys. So it's in this bag that is small but very heavy. So I had the distinct pleasure of spending some time with a coven sister and the roomie and another friend of ours over the weekend here. And we went to, so you all know that I live in mid-Michigan, and there is a town north of here called Frankenmuth, and it's known as Little Bavaria. It's a very heavy German feel to the town. They have festivals and what have you, and so it's a beautiful little touristy town. So if you live in Michigan or are visiting Michigan, I would highly recommend checking Frankenmuth out. There's a lot of cute little shops that you can go to. They have lots of little festivals happening throughout the summer and what have you. So I would suggest checking out Frankenmuth and seeing what it has to offer. They happen to have an outdoor mall, and in that mall is a lovely store called Bead Haven. And my friends and I have known of Bead Haven for a number of years and have visited quite often. And this most recent trip, I'm super excited to find, or I was super excited to find that they had a lot more crystals, spheres, decorative pieces, things like that than they had in the past. It's primarily a bead store, as the name might suggest. They sell a lot of jewelry making supplies. Looks like they do classes there, things like that. And they have a really nice selection of crystal, natural stone beads, which is super cool. And it seems like even that selection has gotten better since the last time that I was there. So I'm going to share with you what I got and maybe share with you some plans for what's going on with them. So let's dive in, shall we? Okay, so I've pulled everything out of the bag and kind of like laid it out so that makes it easier for me to share and hopefully makes it a little easier for explanation purposes. So I'm not sure where to start, so I'm just going to start with this guy. This is one of those really cool roller balls that has red jasper chips in it. Hopefully you can see the detail there. It's got a nice red jasper ball on the top as well. So this is empty, and so this is meant for you to put some kind of perfume, oil, or some aromatherapy things in and be able to channel or include some intention from the red jasper. And I've looked at these roller balls before and was intrigued by them and decided to go ahead and pick one up. It was like incredibly cheap. It was only like $5, and I've seen them empty like this for anywhere from 8 to 10. In some other places. So I'm kind of excited. I don't know what I'm going to put in this, so I'm looking for some suggestions. If anyone has some suggestions on what I could use this for, I would appreciate it. Thanks. I'm going to bring you a little closer, I think. Not away, closer. So that we can talk about some of the beads here. So these are the different, I believe they're called hanks or strings of beads that I purchased. And many of this is going to be for gifts. But either I'm not worried about speaking about them because either I will give them to folks like they're not likely to see this basically. So the first string that I got here is this gorgeous string that is a tiger eye mixture. So we've got our regular brown tiger eye, we've got red tiger eye, and we've got blue tiger eye staggered. So you're going to have, it looks like you're going to have like even sets. And this I bought for making a gift for someone, and so I was pretty excited to find this. And this is an 8mm round bead, so that was really cool and a really good price too. I guess I'll go ahead and share the price. This was $16, and I didn't think that was bad for the mixture because regular tiger eye can be pretty easy to find, but the red and the blue not so much, and the fact that they're in a set like that makes it kind of nice. Next, let's talk about this crazy Fordite. So, I don't know if you may not be completely familiar with what Fordite is, but Fordite is actually what would be considered a man-made stone. And I'm actually planning on doing a video where we talk about man-made stones. But what this is, these come from the car industry. So in the old automotive plants, you've got the paint rooms where there was just like these layers and layers of paint that built up over time. And folks had the bright idea to start making jewelry with this kind of stuff. So there's a lot of pendants out there. There's a lot of rings and stuff like that where people are making cabochons, all that kind of stuff. So it's dubbed, so this is another 8mm. This is called Trippy Fordite, and this was $14.95 for this strand, which was a really good price because it can be kind of pricey because like there's only a finite amount. you know. And it's interesting too because like the colors will say where the paint came from. So this is actually layers of paint that has gone through the process of being made into beads or cabochons or whatever you might be working with. Now, unfortunately, I don't know where these came from. But based on like the colors and the metallics and stuff like that, there are people out there that can tell you like where it came from. And I have a small pendant necklace that I have out of Fordite, and this is going to be a gift for someone. So I thought that was kind of cool and a really good price. So yeah, that's kind of groovy. Let's kind of move these down so that they're in the frame. So weird to try to like look up, down, all around while filming videos like this. Let's get into these guys. Oh, they're so cool. So this is K2. This is known as K2. And so K2 is actually granite, with the blue that you see in there is azurite. So this is a really interesting stone, and I have a couple of pieces in my stone collection. I think I've got a tower and what have you. This is I believe this is called like a rondelle bead. This is 3x7 disc. So yeah, it's a disc shape. So this guy's a little pricey. This is 25 bucks for this strand. But it's a really interesting rock, and it happens to be a fave of one of my friends. And so this is going to be a gift for someone, but really pretty regardless. And then finally, these spoke to me. So these I actually bought for myself. This is Kursakala. Hopefully this is like, it's kind of hard for me to tell how crisp everything is. But this is, I really like 8mm round beads. And so that's what all these round beads are. Kursakala, this was $19.95 for the strand. But this spoke to me because of the green and the blue. It just reminded me of the Heart of the Witch's Path logo. And my coven, the Realure coven. And so I bought this for myself. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I may just make a bracelet like one of these on memory wire. I did a video on that. I might do something like that, or I might do something else. Not sure, but they were really pretty, and I decided to get them. So there are the beads. I should talk about quickly. Oh, one just fell. I bought 4 total of these little guys. They're a plastic container, and so some of them have a lid and some don't. But, you know, here's a little tip for anyone. You can totally use them as sphere holders. And these were like $1 a piece. And sphere holders can kind of be ridiculous. So I bought 4 of these, and there's actually like the lid on some that I'm not sure if it'll work per se, but definitely going to give it a shot. So I almost got like double the amount for what I paid. But and I also picked up one of these glass ones, and I've bought some of these before. It's got an actual little divot. I don't know if you can tell that in the picture, but there's a little divot right there that allows your sphere to sit in it nicely. And I've bought others, I think I said that, I've bought others like this before, but like this was $2.50 compared to these that were $1 each. Now the kind of bleh-y part is that these are plastic, but they have like other purposes, so I don't feel bad using these for sphere holders as well. I will come back to that gorgeous sphere. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen her already, and that's okay. We'll show her in a little bit here. I also got some pendants, some stone pendants. So we'll start with this one. I have been wanting unakite. My friend Michelle, like that, well, she's my friend, but she's also the coven sister that went with me on this little trip. When I think of unakite, I think of her because she usually wears unakite like every day. And so I've been wanting to have a piece to wear for myself, and I finally got it. And I will either put it on a chain, or I've been wanting to look into doing some corded necklaces. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with this guy just yet, but yeah, it was really cute. And super inexpensive too. They had numerous pendants like that, and I think they were like $5 a piece. So that's kind of a nice way to add different crystals into your collection and be able to bring those qualities into your wearing them or whatever. Bring them into your life. That just sounded kind of odd, but whatever. So yeah, so my intention wasn't necessarily to talk about what correspondences I link with any of these stones. So if you're interested in something like that, go ahead and ask me in the comments and I can let you know. Okay. Lots of tiger eye in this little haul. Here's a different type of pendant, still like a little point, like the Unakite. And this one happens to be wrapped rather than having a setting put on it. This is another tiger eye. This is another gift. This is going to go with the beads that I picked up. So this is going to make a necklace for someone. And so I picked this up to work with that. And I'm trying to remember, I don't remember exactly how much this one was. I think a little bit more than this one, but not a whole lot more. And I liked the markings of the tiger eye. And speaking of tiger eye is another stone that I don't have jewelry to wear. And so this I actually picked up for myself. So this is a really cool piece of tiger eye with a neat setting with, I think it's supposed to be turquoise, but I'm not going to, based on what I paid for it, it's probably not real turquoise. It's probably dyed howlite, which is fine too, because howlite has its own purposes, magically speaking. But I thought that this was really cool, and it was like 15 bucks. And so that's a nice little pendant that I bought some cording from my local Joann's, and I'm going to try to do one of those adjustable necklace dealios. So if I'm successful, then maybe I'll post something on Instagram or what have you. So there's that. So that brings us to the star of the show, so to speak. This is a gorgeous malachite sphere. So I have a nice sphere collection, and if you're interested in me doing a video just on my spheres, I can definitely look into that. But malachite has been on my list of crystals that I would like to have a sphere of, and this gorgeous girl, I mean, look at the striations in this are ridiculously beautiful. And I love like the ends too, the detail in them. And it's really hard to find a good quality malachite in a sphere. And then it's going to be another thing to be able to afford it. So this sphere, I always say I talk about prices. So this was $48 for this girl, and they had a larger one there that I didn't think was as pretty. And by larger, I mean it was probably like, you know, comparatively like this. So I'm really, really happy with this one. It's on the smaller side, but she's beautiful, and I feel like she was the right one for me. So absolutely very happy with that. So one other thing that I wanted to share is at that same mall, they have this little stand where you can do your own sluicing for rocks. So basically what you do, so it's the Thunder Bay Trading Company, and you buy a bucket and it's got sand and rocks in it. And so you get a little pan and you go and you sluice. And then you get this little baggie to bring home all of your treasures. So I'm going to try not to make a mess here. But of course we had to do that. And you get all kinds of stuff. In the bucket, there's usually a big chunk of something. So here we have a big amethyst. But you'll get things like fossils, like this crinoid. I got like 3 of these, oh, what did they call it? You get this cool little card too to help you identify. So this is a Sahara gastropod. And I think I got 3 of those. So you get that, and I got all kinds of teeth as well, that I think I'm going to get a little glass bottle and put those in a little glass bottle for display, because I think that would be kind of cool. But I got a really neat raw piece of labradorite. There's all kinds of stuff in here. There's rose quartz. We've got some aventurine. Amazonite is in here. All different kinds of calcites, like this one. I got a cute little quartz point. I got some obsidian. And there was one, oh, right here. There's this really cool kind of squared offish piece of hematite that I thought was really cool too. Oh, and check this out. It's a fossilized clam. Can you see that? Really cool. So this is fun to do. I mean, it's kind of a kid's activity, but we're big kids at heart, so of course we're gonna do it. But so yeah, so this is what I got out of that bucket. So it's kind of cool. That looks like some yellow jasper right there. Yay. Oh, and I was really surprised because there was 2 arrowheads in my bucket. I don't know where the other one went, but it's in here somewhere. So yeah, so I've never gotten arrowheads out of something like that before. So yeah, kind of neat. So there's my little haul. I'm pretty happy with it. I've got some creative things that I can make with the beads and the pendants, and I'm really excited to try the knot. I don't know if I'm explaining. They're adjustable is what it's an adjustable cord necklace. I know that I think I've got some in my collection that I can use as an example, but you know, I'm just going to hit YouTube and see if I can find a tutorial there. So like I said, if I'm successful, then I'll share, how I did it, because that's always fun. So I was really impressed with the store and with the addition that they've made with all of the things like the spheres. Like there was an entire case of spheres, and like ridiculously beautiful. And there were many other spheres that I wanted, so that are on my list of spheres. So, you know, I just had to like take a breath and pick just one. But we're going back, so hopefully I'll be able to fill out the missing gaps in my sphere collection. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wrap up the video, and I took some pictures of the display cases at the store. So I will show you some of that and let that kind of be a little exit out of the video. So I hope that it's always weird for me to do a haul video like this, because I don't ever want anybody to think that I'm bragging about what I have. I just want to share the cool things that are out there, and I want to share cool places to go to, especially if you're someone that lives in Michigan. We are so lucky to have the stores that we do, where we can buy things, we can go and we can buy things that will help us with our path. So, you know, I always kind of like to say that. If you enjoyed this, then let me know. If you've been to Bead Haven, I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you haven't gone lately, you might want to go. I was actually exchanging some messages with another Coven sister, and she saw my posting with the malachite sphere, and she was like, "Where did you get that?" And I told her, and she's like, "I'm totally going through Frankenmuth, so I'm stopping." And she did. So I'm waiting to see what she bought while she was there. So yeah, it's kind of neat. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. What you waiting for? And hit the notification, the bell notification, because apparently that's a super helpful thing with analytics and YouTube, and that will help me and the channel. So that is it for this video. Please be on the lookout for pictures as we head out, and thank you for watching. Thanks for taking the time to walk the path for a little while with me. Until next time, blessed be.